Wait, before you scroll, something that you thought you lost may be coming back around. And this time, there could be a reward attached to it. So let's see what Divine has to say. Hello, everyone. Cynthia Toa, Miss Gypsy, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We are on episode 2153, and sorry about the delay. I don't know what happened. I started the show and it wasn't recording, and there's a little bit of complication, so I had to reset it all back up. So I'm glad that you guys stuck around. It is flipping your hidden love story around time today. What you thought was lost, well, get ready for the rewards. Everybody, it's Miss Gypsy, your happiness, love, and relationship coach, and today we're going to be talking about a journey that so many of you have been on for a long time. I am talking to you because when I look at what you have been through, I don't just see a heartache. I don't just see a heartbreak. What I see is growth. I see strength. I see somebody who has been through the emotional storms, somehow learned how to stand in the middle of them without losing themselves. And here's the part I really want to hear from you guys today. What if separation wasn't punishment? What if it was part of the plan? Because every time Divine put this connection on hold, there was a purpose. There was a lesson. There was something you need to discover. And maybe, just maybe, it wasn't the plan that you had at all. So let's talk about what this journey has really been teaching you. And while we're doing it, I want you in the chat with me, because this isn't just my story to tell. This is your journey too. It's been a long journey. Very long. And some of you probably can look back and thought, why did it have to take this long? Because Divine wasn't just working on this connection. Divine was working on you. Every delay, every separation, every period of no contact, every unanswered question, every moment where you thought, what the heck is going on here? It was revealing something. It was teaching you where you shine. It was showing you your light. But it was also showing you places where you still needed to up level, to upgrade, to look at the shadow self. Because sometimes the very thing that we want to run away from is the very thing that divine is asking us to heal. So this is a check-in for the chat. Tell me in the chat, what has this journey taught you about yourself? Not all about them, just about you. Not about them, about you. Because that's where the real story comes in. The old pain comes up. This connection called up some old stuff. Past hurts, past disappointments, past abandonment, past pain. All kinds of suffering that you were still carrying around without even realizing how much it was still living inside of you. And then suddenly, here it comes, not because divine wanted you to suffer, but because you couldn't heal what you weren't willing to see for yourself. You had to become aware of it. You had to face it. You had to say, okay, this happened and it hurt. But it doesn't have to own you anymore. And eventually you learned how to become okay with the past. Not because you approve of everything that happened. No, not because you approved of it at all. And not because you forgot about it. Absolutely not. You still remember every detail. But because you finally learned how to let go with unconditional love for yourself. And even for the people that were a part of this journey, with no judgment, no criticism. Just, I choose to release this. I'm so tired of holding on to that past weight, that past pain. I choose to release it. And that's what this healing has been all about. So this is a check-in with the chat. What's something from your past that finally realized that you were ready to release it? You don't have to tell me your whole story. You can just drop a heart in the chat if you know exactly what I'm talking about. And everybody over here on YouTube, I am streaming live on TikTok also, okay? All right. You learned how to flip your story, right? Somewhere along the way, you started learning how to flip your story around to better. You started seeing yourself as a person that something happened to. You started becoming the person who decided, what's next? That heartbreak, it became a teacher. That distance, it became the mirror. That no contact, it became the gift in disguise. Because while you thought you were waiting for somebody else to show up, you were actually waiting for yourself to come home. To you, to yourself. That's the part nobody could see. You were finding your way back home to you. You weren't learning how to become whole. You were, you were learning how to become whole and complete within your own skin. And this heartache, it was teaching you something so powerful. It was teaching you that you can heal yourself. Not because you never needed anyone, but because you finally learned that wholesomeness doesn't depend on someone else showing up. It depends on you showing up. For a check-in in the chat, can you honestly say, I am not the same person I was when I started this journey? That one of being separated, that one that you've been waiting for someone else to come along to be a part of your journey. Yeah, that one that never showed up. That one that kind of in disguise made you show up for yourself. If this is you, put I grew in the chat. I want to know if you guys grew. The main theme I am talking about in this show is twin flames, soulmates that are in no contact situations, because I get so many of that coming towards me in this as I'm here on live. How many of you guys are in a no contact situation or a twin flame situation? And we know, we've learned that it is about self-love, about coming home to yourself. The real union. And here's where it gets good, you guys, because you may have thought the goal was union with another person. But what if the greatest gift of them all was union with yourself? I'm getting goosebumps, you guys. Union with yourself. That longing taught you how to bring yourself back home. The separation, that taught you how to stand in your own power. To stand on your own. That distance taught you how to hear your own voice. And the connection, well, it helped awaken parts of you that's been asleep. It's been sleeping for a long time. So yes, maybe you've always been connected to whoever you thought you were connected to, or you are connected to. But the truth is, the gift was coming into union with yourself. That's Divine's plan all along. Divine had a plan, and that's Divine's plan all along. And it was done with unconditional love. No judgment, no criticism. Just Divine gently saying, hey baby, there's more of you in there, and I want you to come out and shine. I want you to become that best version of yourself, that one that radiates, that one that glows, that one that really just struts their stuff, that one that has their peacock wings. That's what Divine's been leading you guys to do all along. So who of you today who are you today that you were not when you began this journey? That's my question. Not when are they coming, it is who have you become? You guys, I did write a book. It's called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. And I'm going to send you over to my commercial, so I'll be right back. So stick around. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Towett, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping your emotional story around to better. Woo. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. And I'm back. Woo, 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 woo. Mm-hmm. So this is it. Look how strong you are. Because what you may not be able to see yet is how strong you have become. Look at you. You've been through a lot of emotional storms. I've been a lot. Yeah, a lot. Mm. And somehow you're still standing. Better yet, you're learning how to hold your balance in the middle of those storms. You didn't react. You don't react the same way you used to. You don't chase what's been draining you. You don't abandon yourself just to keep somebody else happy. You started choosing you. And now, you're one badass divine individual. So if nobody told you lately, look at you. Look at how far you have come. Look at everything you have survived. Look at everything you have learned. Look at how much you have grown. And do not you dare minimize that. Because you guys have grown a lot. So much. So drop a fire in the chat if you can finally see someone of the strength of this journey, how this journey gave you so much strength. Put a fire in the chat. I want to know that you guys are recognizing how strong you have become, how much stronger it made you, and to be able to survive and to walk through those emotional journeys, those things that would have knocked you down in the past, to how you can stand tall and strong in the middle of that today. Yeah, I got some good news for you coming in next. And this one feels a little bit different. You're about to get rewarded for doing things your way. Because you are being seen. You're seeing yourself, you're seeing your light, and guess what? Other people see it too. You're stepping into your own spotlight in some kind of way. And honestly, it wasn't a quickie, not like my quickie videos. Because this journey was not quick at all. Divine took its sweet ass time with you, because you're precious, because you're delicate, because you needed time. Now I know it didn't feel very gentle at all while you were going through it. Not at all. It was brutal. It was rough. So you do have something to look forward to. Yes, you are getting rewarded for doing something that you love now. You're finding things that you love about yourself, that you love doing. Something that provides you something in some kind of way. And you've been doing it by staying tapped in and tuned in to divine's messages, Divine has been coming in and giving you some messages. And when you take the risk on yourself, eventually it starts paying off. There's an opportunity coming in. Something beautiful. Something that you can put into position where you're being recognized for what you do. And it happens because you stopped listening to everybody else. And you kept listening to yourself. You kept listening to those divine messages that kept coming through. You kept yourself aligned and kept you on track on your journey. You kept going after your hidden love story. You kept following your passion. You kept following your desire. And now something is ready to come in that feels magical. And because you made a choice on you, you didn't chase what drained your soul. You didn't focus on something that wasn't ready for you. You chose yourself. And at the beginning, you couldn't see any of this. Nope, not at all. You had fear. You had doubt, insecurity, all because you couldn't see. You couldn't see it. It stayed hidden. But here's the thing. Even when you couldn't see it, you could always feel it. You kept moving. You kept re-scripting your story. You kept repainting the picture. You kept going with your flow. You kept choosing the version of yourself that you were becoming. And then something very magical happens. You realize you become the person you've been waiting for. Yep. You become the person you've been waiting for. You became whole. You became complete. You became confident in your own path, not needing somebody else to come in and tell you how good you're doing. You can see how good you're doing. And suddenly you look around and say, wait a minute, I'm on top of the world, because you are being you. No more hiding, no more living in the energy of fear, doubt, insecurity, no more trying to prove yourself to somebody else to be accepted. You chose you. You chose your energy. You chose yourself. That's the reward, you guys. Being able to step up into your power, living your life your way. That's what happens when you stop abandoning yourself. So you guys, keep doing it your way. Keep choosing yourself. Keep listening inward. Keep following what lights you up, because you never know what's waiting around the corner. When you finally stop chasing what was never meant to drain your soul. And that's the truth. So before I go, before you guys go, I want you to remember this. Maybe this journey didn't happen the way that you planned it. Not at all. You thought it was going to be one thing, and it turned into this other thing. It became this self-love journey, but you sure in the heck had no idea that that was what it was all about in the beginning. Maybe Divine's timeline looks nothing like your timeline. You're telling me. But look at who you have become. You came through the fire with your heart still beating. You learned, as I'm getting confirmation on my phone, you have healed, you have grown, you have found yourself. And perhaps the greatest love story you have been searching for was the one that brought you home to you. I'm Cynthia Toit, your happiness, love, and relationship coach. And remember, keep flipping your story around to better. I'll see you next time. And for those watching the live on my other platform, I'll see you in the after show. Until then, continue on. Keep choosing you. I love you so very much.